What's going on YouTube? So what you see right here, this is my Robinhood portfolio chart right here. I wrote it down because what I like to do in the morning is I like to take a look at this when I get ready to do stuff. So it's hanging up on my wall. What I have here is monthly dividend payers. Some of these are closed-end funds, others are ETFs, and I'm showing you the board right now because I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing, and you can see the goal here, and I'm going to tell you why I do it. What you see is the goal is 100 shares of each of these companies, and then to move on to other goals. I have blue chip companies that I have goals with too. Some of these tickers are some of the tickers I invest in, as you can see here. If anybody wants to comment below because you're familiar with some of these companies, you can. We can get into a conversation about the volatility of some of these holdings and some of these securities, and we could talk about it. So I'll show you how many shares I have versus how many I need, and this is just a small portion because on Robinhood I think I own actually 50 companies. So I'm just talking about my goal for these particular companies and what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you about diversifying so I can make this more interesting. So I'm going to start getting into this video. I just got to move some stuff around. Sorry, guys. Spin a little bit. So, what's going on? So here's the thing. Okay, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see me. So here's the thing, right? First of all, I'm not giving any investment advice, right? If you need advice, consult a professional, a financial planner. I'm just giving you guys something that I do, basically. This is my thing, okay? You can have your thing. You can get inspired by my thing, but I'm not a professional, all right? You're going to have to use your own judgment. And also, if you're not following me on Twitter, you might want to go to the link and follow me on Twitter, all right? Because I'm on Twitter, so if you want notifications every time I come out with a video, you'll get them. I'll usually share the video. I'll tell you I'm going live. YouTube would do the same thing, but I tend to try to do it on Twitter too because I have some of my loyal following on Twitter. So basically, the reason why I do this, and I recommend everybody always get some sort of visuals, right? So I'm talking about diversifying for monthly dividends, is because I don't want to look at the market and get clouded and fall into some wandering investment strategy, right? Where you're looking at stuff and you look at it, prices drop or prices increase and you start going crazy. So one of the ways that you can do that is you can set up your plan for investment prior to looking at the market, prior to doing anything crazy, or prior to going on a whim. If you have a goal, you know what your goal is, so you'll stick to your goal, right? So I'm not going to deviate my goal if I know exactly what I have to have 100 shares of. And then I got my blue chip companies, which I have goals on that one too. So like, for example, if I have that I need to have 50 shares of Coca-Cola in my Robinhood, I'll have the 50 shares in there. If I need to have 50 shares of Disney, I have to have 50 shares in there. So I know exactly what stocks I'm going to be buying. I don't have to go looking around. And then I know how much dividends I'm going to make. So depending on how much dividends I'm going to make, I know what I'm doing. So I'll come up with a strategy. I know how to dividend reinvest, right? So I'll have my goal, and then after I reach my goals, then I can start playing around with other stuff. Like if I discover other companies, like I never thought to myself that maybe possibly I would invest in Chevron, for example, but I'm really considering Chevron and also Delmont. because of their packaging and stuff like that or whatever. I'm also considering a lot of other companies. Um, Someone told me Allstate is a really good company too to invest in. But I'm considering a lot of companies, but I know that I have the companies that I have in my portfolio now. But what I do is right here is I have my monthly dividend payer, and that monthly dividend list is going to be like a fundraiser, right? It's really risky to invest in closed-end funds, but it's fun to invest in it. Why do I do risky investments? Because if I wanted to play it safe, I would just go for the funds that pay you 2%, money market accounts, government bonds, and stuff like that. Not to say that that's safe either, but I like to take a risk because I like to try to grow stuff, and I'm not so worried about money in its particular sense that it exists and it's there for me to feel comfortable. I'm looking to grow businesses. So I live my life on a premise that I'm going to be growing businesses continuously. So when one business is doing well, I'm going to try to make another business do better. I'm going to hold portfolios of different things. And I talked about to some people a few ideas on what they should do as far as real estate is concerned too. You're going to see a quick decline in the market, the real estate market, then it's going to go back up. Everything's going to do the same thing. People are talking about an impending crash on the stock market. I don't listen to other people's negative news. If it happens, then it happens. I'm probably going to just keep buying. If I fail, whatever. I didn't get in it for fear. I got in because I'm not affected by fear. So that's just basically how I deal with diversification and monthly payers and stuff like that. Some payers pay more than others. Some you have to wonder why they're able to pay as much as they do. It's not my concern. As long as they can continue to produce some sort of revenue, I'm interested just in that part, where the revenue is concerned. I'm not going to be liquidating any assets and selling and worrying about anything crazy. I don't care. So that's all I have for you guys. I have a lot of things to do, and my time is very demanding right now, so I have to let you guys go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. More videos are coming soon, and have a great one, guys. Enjoy, have fun.